Hello, authors, book lovers, and storytellers. Welcome to another Reader's Magnet featured author interview. And we are currently live in all our streaming platforms, that's YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. My name is Rob, and I am your host for today. And together with me right now is one of Reader's Magnet's featured author, and she is a single mom to three accomplished sons and two adorable grandchildren, a dynamic pastor, a dedicated missionary, and right now, the author of the book Recover Your Mission: How a Drunk from Wisconsin Became a Missionary in Haiti. Please help me welcome Deb Runge. Deb, how are you feeling today?
I am awesome. How about you?
Well, I am feeling swell as well. Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time, Deb. Really appreciate having you here right now at RM Hive. So, Deb, going back with your book. So, for all our people and all our viewers here, you can see the book that's posted on your screen, Recover Your Mission. That is by Deb Runge. And right now, we'll be talking more about this and see more insights on what the book can really bring to people who have these, who might relate on a different perspective or level. So, Deb, I want to ask you, what inspired you to write this book?
Well, what inspired me to write this book was God, first of all. But secondly, I had been wanting to write a book for a long time. And the reason that I wrote the book is because God has miraculously done so much in my life to change my life. As we see in the title of the book, it says, I'm a drunk from Wisconsin, right? Who became a missionary in Haiti. So God has had me on a journey of recovery, of taking me from that place and really radically doing so much in my life. Not even so much as just I'm a recovering alcoholic, but in so many other ways. And that's what I really address even more in my book.
Oh, so it's more tackling on so the inspiration for your book again, because you are a missionary and again a dedicated pastor as well. So this has more on what you went through, the stories you have been. So within this book, a lot of our readers can also tackle and also know more on what you have been through before. So going back to the title again, it's Recover Your Mission. So all throughout those steps, you had the enlightenment and knowing that what your mission really is within this world. Am I correct though, or?
So, what I would say to a person who is considering to read the book, like a lot of people in life, they
Mhm.
don't know. They feel like, oh, God has something for me, but I can't seem to figure it out. And that's why I called it Recover Your Mission. God has helped me recover my mission, and He can help you recover your mission too, based on some of the things that I have gone through. They can be an inspiration to you to
Mm.
consider, what is it that might be holding me back? What is it that's keeping me from really stepping into what it is that God has for you? I'm not saying you need to be a missionary in Haiti like me, but He has something for everyone. I don't care who you are. He has a plan and a purpose and a mission for you.
Oh, yeah, that puts in a different light though. I gotta give it to you, Deb. So if you're so it's telling me right now though. So I'd like to ask you. So what will a reader really receive by reading your book then?
I would say a reader would receive hope.
Mhm.
Okay, because
Good.
hope to consider what it is that God wants has for you. Hope to consider, I may have done some bad things in my life. I may have, done things that I feel even like, oh my gosh, there could never be any hope for me. How could God use me? And that was me at one point in my life. But today, some days I even like pinch myself. Am I really doing what I'm doing? Because God has blessed me so much. And it was a journey. It's not something I just miraculously woke up one day and all my problems were solved. And that's what my book is about. It's about my journey. It's about the journey because my journey can help someone else. Like
Mhm.
God didn't have me go through all the things I've gone through in my life for no reason, right? He had a purpose for it and he wanted to recover it. And so that's a lot of what the book is about. Different journeys I've been on, different healing journeys I've been on, different ways that God has shown me my woundedness so that I could step into what he was truly calling me to.
Wow. It's more speaking to volumes though, because here's what I understand, Deb. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's more on showing your vulnerabilities, being a person, not being as someone who thinks that they know everything at all, because not unless that you go through struggles. I'm not saying it's really a requirement though, but it seems to me that struggles are really important for you to know what is your mission. As going back with what your book is, going
Yeah,
back to covering what it is, being wounded, being vulnerable, really brings you closer to what you really need to do in this world. Am I on?
exactly. So many people get stuck in
Mhm.
their woundedness, right?
Mm.
And that's where I'm saying that by reading my book, it can bring you hope, because you can look at me and say, wow, look what she all went through. Look what, look where she was. Okay. And now today, I would even say today, God's still working on me.
Okay.
And I have a second book that's in me
Oh,
as well.
so you could tell me that you really do have future plans for this book then. So do we have any snippets though, or anything though that so people would be aware on what your book would be all about for your second one?
Oh, yes. Well, what the second one is going to be, I already have the title. It's going to be
Okay.
called Recover Your Mission, the Rest of the Story. Okay.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I have a lot of stories in there and a lot of things about my life in there, but God has continued even since I wrote the book to reveal more to me and take me even further and show me other stories that I didn't share in my
Hmm.
first book. And so I'm also working on a workbook that goes along
Oh,
with my book as well.
so there are a couple of books that a lot of our viewers and some also your readers are looking forward to get those. So if those will pop up and those things will show up, I do believe that it would be a good part of everyone's library. And if everyone wants to again recover their mission, go want to know your story, want to know that they are not alone in this journey. That would be
Exactly.
a good reference as well. So, but Deb, yeah, I have this. Something's just bothering me. It's like going back with your book and also your upcoming book as well, and you have a workbook upcoming. So, could this mean that your book it would be relevant to someone going through a tough time trying to seek change?
Absolutely. That is the whole point. Because again, I didn't go through the struggles that I went through for no reason. And people are in struggles, in difficult relationships, in addiction, or it's not just addiction either. Like the title might allude to alcoholism or something like that. But really,
Mm-hmm.
that was kind of I explained it like it was the tip of the iceberg, right? That was the thing that was most prevalent in my life. But underneath that was a lot of other issues that I had to address. And so, and some are really, an average person would be able to relate to those issues. So that's where I think it's a book for everyone, quite
It
honestly.
so everyone, yeah, yeah, it makes sense. A lot of us, because I do understand though that there are a lot of people who think that they're not going through anything at all, but through that mask of smiles and hopes, everyone is going through something. And
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
we always hide it as we try to be strong. We try to show everyone that we're strong, independent people. We don't need no one. Like we can handle it on our own. But eventually we break. And eventually, again, we become wounded. And eventually that we give up on everything. And then we try to lean on to something, but we couldn't find anything to lean on to. But who knows? Who knows? This might be that book. This book might be something that people could lean onto. Like if
Mhm.
ever there are nothing else you can grasp, if you want to at least read something else or read something that would you could lean onto, your book could be one of those books that people could reference as well and try to lean onto.
Absolutely. I
I
would say
re-
that's true because that's what people have told me after
oh
reading it.
so what did these people say when they hear your story then?
Well, a lot. So one of the other things I do is I share my testimony a lot. And
Mm.
when I share my testimony, I undoubtedly have someone that will come up to me and say, "You are telling my story." Okay. And then I would be like, get my book because it's going to give you even more than what I was even just able to share in sharing a brief testimony about my life and what God has brought me through. right? And the fact that I'm a missionary, people would think, oh, she's got it all together, right? But honestly, I don't, and that's okay.
Well, it's okay to not be okay. Oh, I guess
Exactly.
that's really something. Yo, I really love I really love the idea though. Like even though you, because again, it's also going back though. Even you think that you're okay, you're still not okay. But it's okay to not be okay.
It's
There's
okay to
nothing
not
wrong
be.
with being that way. It's really awesome though. I really love that. But so Deb, so again, to all our viewers though, and to also your future book buyers and book readers. So again, everyone, that is Deb Runge, author of the book Recover Your Mission: How a Drunk from Wisconsin Became a Missionary in Haiti. It's available on Amazon, and you can also visit her website. That's at www.recoveryourmission.org. That's flashed on screen. So again, it's www.recoveryourmission.org. And also, to all our viewers, if you want to follow Deb's ministry work, feel free to also visit her website.
Yes.
So again, let me just repeat that. It's www.recoveryourmission.org. So Deb, before we end this interview, and before we say anything else about this, what message can you share to our viewers and to also your future book readers?
Hmm. I would say that there is always hope. Okay. No matter what you're going through, no matter what situation you find yourself in, no matter if you think you don't have anything or you think you have so much that you can't, there's no hope for you. That's not true. That is absolutely not true. And that's part of the purpose behind writing my book, because I want to share that with everyone, that there is hope available and you can find it through a relationship with God, of course, but also through the insights that I share in my book.
Yeah, thank you very much for that, Deb. Really appreciate it. And again, I agree, and I believe one of our viewers also agree that there is always hope. As long as you are kicking, standing up, you
That's
still
right.
have what it takes to keep on breathing. Hope will always be there, and I really agree to that. So again, so Deb, you know what? Thank you so much. It was really a pleasure listening to your stories and what it has in store for everyone. And we can all really say that everyone can really make a difference, and what you're doing right now is part of that difference as well.
Amen.
Okay,
Thank you so
so
much.
thank you so much, Deb. So again, so everyone, all our viewers here, as we say here at Readers Magnet, we share your story with the world. Thank you, and have a good one. Stay toasty.